Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy and today we're going to be doing an off-the-rip video. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. All my returning viewers, you know how we do. So let's get crack-a-lackin', shall we? So today we're going to be doing the off-the-rip episode of the Glengoyne Highland Single Malt Scotch White Oak, unhurried since 1833. So this is aged in bourbon and virgin oak cask, unchill filtered, 48% alcohol per volume. Look at that whopper. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and just give you a quick little looky-loo around the bottle, and then we'll get it cracked open, shall we? So you may be thinking, well, hold on. Let me just go ahead and get these tags off. I'll give you a look at those in just a moment. And let's get moving, shall we? We're on a time constraint here. But I did a Glengoyne mini flight and look for that, and that's where I got introduced to the Glengoyne. So let's get that cork pop. Oh, nice. It's got a nice organic cork. Just let you roll around for a bit, if you will. Let's go ahead and get that pour. This was out of all the ones that I tried. Well, understand that they do have more expressions. They do have more expressions than they had that I had in that little mini flight, but out of those, the white oak really stood out the most. I went ahead and decided that that's going to be my next, or my first authentic original entry into the Glengoyne. So let's go ahead and get on, shall we? So Mr. Randy does a 3-part series, off the rip all the way up there. We'll get it around to it, okay? Off the rip, we get it home, we'll crack it open like we just did, have our first pour like we're about to do, and I share my first impressions with you because that's how I do it. Okay, part 2, full review time. We're going to drink it down halfway, put the cork back on it, put it back on the shelf, let it sit for a week and a half, 2 weeks. It's on schedule, people. Moving on. I go online, I find out as much as I can, come back with probably as little as possible. We continue to talk about it. I continue to drink it. We're going to score it, and we're going to get down to the part 3, final pour episode, all the way down there. Thusly named. We're going to have that final pour, compare it to today's first pour, and everything in between. Yes, I have OCD, leave me alone. Alright, so let's get under the nose. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. I do believe, I don't have the receipt handy at the moment, but it was about $50. I think it was $50 on the shelf, like it was $49.90 something. And so that way, yeah, it's going to be, we'll have it all, that information on the full review, so come back for that if you're interested. Yeah, I see there's things on here. We'll give you just a quick looky-loo. It's just faces, it's just a numerals for the clock. Okay, cool. Thought it might have been something a little more in-depth, but not. It's got a very light, crisp, light, dark fruit, honey crisp. Very nice. It's got a very nice nose. So we very rarely dabble into Highlands, but when we do, it's got to be some high quality stuff because I don't really care for much of that lower end Highlands, and we got to get into lowland. So drop me a comment in the comment section. What lowland would you recommend? If you don't know what to recommend me, just go back to my library and look it up and figure out how my tastes go. Let's go ahead and get this acclimation palating out of the way. That's a beautiful color. Ooh wee. Oh, that's ooh. I remember now. And it may have been a couple weeks ago. It may have been a couple weeks ago. But ooh. You can get it. It's the oakiness. There's a lot of oak. There's a lot of oak in this. But it's not harsh because it's mellowed out. Blended in with some of those other flavor characters, vanilla, the caramel, and then the fruities. The fruities come in, and everything just blends so nice. Whoever, the master distiller, there it is, Robbie Hughes. Robbie, my man, Robbie Hughes, distillery manager. Okay, so maybe he's not the crafter, but it just says he's this distillery manager. We'll find out. We'll find out the name of the person, if Robbie is the one who's actually responsible for giving the thumbs up on that one. Hey, while we got the thumbs up in the air, if you like the videos, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. And while you're there, also do yourself a favor, subscribe to the channel. That way you'll always get these videos suggested to you in your feeds, your straw, whatever that thing is. However they want to call it. I don't know what the official term for it. You know, when you go down your subscriptions line and it says all of them are lined up. YouTube's been flopping back and forth with how their layout has been. Sometimes they get it good, sometimes this is absolutely atrocious. But let's go ahead and get that second one on, and then we'll talk about it. Oh, that's beautiful. It even looks beautiful. I would say the nose on this is probably going to be the only thing that's a little short. The nose is nice. Palate is much better. You do get, everything is pretty balanced. This is nicely balanced. There's a lot of like, at first you're going to get a fruity, and then you're going to get some honey. And on the back end is where you're going to get more oak and spice. Like I said, there's a really prominent oakiness to it, but it's not harsh. Okay, now we got some good heat building up back. It feels like a ball of heat has been like shoved in the back of my throat, and it's just like resonating back there. Viscosity, we didn't do a check, did we? I pulled it away too soon. We got distracted. Ooh, squirrel syndrome. Look at that. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah. It transfers really well to the palate and like it coats the whole mouth. It's delicious. Slightly oily. Just slightly oily. This is a nicely balanced. It just works so well. I'm gonna have one more and then we'll go to the finish. Oh, that's deliciousness in a glass. Now, this was sourced from my not so local Total Wine and More up out the rim. So if you're ever in San Antonio and you go to the Total Wine and More up by the rim, you just might find me perusing the aisles, looking for my next enjoyment. That is deliciousness in a glass. I'm so glad I went with that one. There were 10s, there were 12s, there were special editions, and so on and so forth. But I remember this one, and the price went down since I looked it up. We had that little mini flight. I looked up the full 700. It's a 700, not a 750. That's fine. It kind of rubs me the wrong way sometimes, but it's only 50. That's a whole pour. That 50, yeah, I mean, how do you want to, we'll prefer to look at it this way. When we don't get a full 750, we'll just say they gave that 50 milliliters to the libation gods. How about that? I think that smooths it over. But yeah, the price dropped about $10 for this bottle since I first looked it up. Because after I did that mini flight, I went online to see how much the full 750, and it wasn't a 750, it was a 700. And it was, I forget what it was, like 60 something dollars on the shelf. I believe it was 60 something dollars on the shelf. I was like, nah, that'd be roughly about $70 out the door. And when I was in there today, I was looking for some brews, some cans and some bottles in the single section to do some brew reviews. And gosh darn it, you look at it, there it is. The flapping tag says member price was like 49 something. So it was like 50 bucks on the shelf. So let's go ahead and get this finish done. Oh yeah, here we go. Yes, for this video we're going sans watch. That thing just sometimes annoys me so much I just want to rip it off and throw it in the next room. But I was smart this time and I just took it off and I left it in the bathroom. Let it stay there. I don't need it for the rest of the evening. That thing is like a biometrics function recording device. It records all kinds of things, everything but blood pressure. They say it does have the ability to do that, but here in the United States, they've turned that function off. I don't know why. It sounds really, if it has a capacity to do so, it might not be very accurate, but at least it gives you something, just like the blood glucose monitor systems. That's all attached and whatnot. It monitors my blood sugar through a thing I have on my arm, and it shows up on my watch. Helps me keep track of all that good stuff to stay nice and healthy so I can continue drinking. The finish on this is, it's heavy. Heavy on like the spice, not like you just can't take it, but it's got some robustness to the spicy. There is still quite a bit of heat. I would say not quite pushing a 3, but man, it feels like it really wants to push that 3. Cheeks and gums, awesome. The tongue's just a little bit, and the roof of the mouth even got a little bit. That's nice. But cheeks and the gums are still hanging in there right now. A little dullness of a taste on the lips, but just something to let you know something was there. But yeah, that was a pretty nice finish. I'd probably say, just like I said before, the nose was like a 1, and then the palate was probably like a 3, and then the finish comes in with like a 4. So it stepped up, it escalated. It's an escalator. It's going up. There it is. Glengoyne. You know what I said. White oak, whopping 48% alcohol by volume. That's very nice. Single malt, Highland single malt. Can't wait to get her down halfway, to let her open up fully and see what she's really got to say. Oh, there it is. In the comment section, love to know where you at, what are you drinking, what's going on in the world of libations around you. Have you had one of these? Glengoyne. Have you had the white oak? If you have, let me know. Let's talk about it in the comment section. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Have a good one.